Hi everybody, Ink Dancer here with another Monday movie review. So, I actually forgot to record the little before thing, so sorry. But we watched Superbad this week, and I'd heard a little bit about it. I don't know why I have never seen this movie. Holy crap. It was an all-star cast. I mean, like, everybody's in it. Freaking everybody. Like, even like some of like the little side characters that pop in, it's like, was that? So it was just really fun to see. I'm not really sure how I felt about it at the beginning. Like, it starts off and it just kind of feels like, oh, there are these three guys, they're kind of wanting to get laid at a party, and they're not exactly like the it group. So it felt like it was sort of a remake of like American Pie or one of those type of things. And at first I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't bad, but it was just kind of a, okay, I know where this is going. Um, that guy, he wants to get with that girl, and that girl kind of likes him back. They're all gonna end up getting boned at the end. Roll credits, you know. But it wasn't. Like the nerdiest guy in there, whose name escapes me, but he's been in so much stuff. Um, but he goes out and he gets a fake ID, and everybody's freaking out because his name is McLovin. And I freaked out so bad because I have heard of McLovin, but I had no idea what it was from. So it was nice to finally see that. Um, but he gets the fake ID, and like Seth is supposed to be like just this giant dick in the whole movie, and I loved that karma got him so bad, so much, all the time, and it was wonderful for that. But they're getting alcohol for the party, and through the whole thing, Michael Cera, what did I say his character's name was? Evan. Evan is just constantly, he's wanting to get with this girl so bad, and the Seth character is just like, you know, you know how girls get wasted at these parties and they wake up the next morning and they're like, oh, I wish I hadn't slept with that guy. We could be that guy. We could be that mistake. And Evan's over here like, dude, no. And as soon as that section got said, I was just like, this is a good movie. And like through the whole thing, no matter what Seth is saying, like, wait, you're taking a condom? Like, dude, no girl is going to respect you if you're getting ready to bone her and you pull out a condom. And it's like, and Evan just kind of looks at him like, no, dude, seriously. And it's like, thank you. Why is this something that isn't getting said in movies as much? Like, I realize I'm not really doing as much of the review as I am. Like, it's just one giant PSA, which needs to be told. Like, they even finally get to the party, and like there's a bunch of really fun stuff that happens before that, but they get to the party, and Evan ends up with the girl, and she is wasted out of her mind, and she's trying to get with him, and he's just like, no, honey, I can't do this. It's not right. And you even see her kind of like, but why? Why? I want to be with you. And he's like, no, this is not cool. And then that whole thing gets reversed with Seth, and I forget what her name was. She's played by Emma Stone. But he's trying to get with her, and she's like, whoa, no, I'm not drunk. Like, I like you, but no, we're not doing this. And that is something that is so important, not just in movies and literature and stuff like that, but just in general. If somebody's drunk, don't take advantage of that. And it was just nice to see that actually portrayed in a movie. Just like, no, you're going to respect people. You are going to actually, you know, wait until both of you are ready. And, like, it was really nice. I mean, they even, like, the next day, everybody kind of, like, awkwardly sees each other in the mall and they're like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry about last night. And the girls are just like, no, I'm glad that you didn't do anything. I'm glad that you didn't take advantage of me. And the guy who was trying to hit on Emma Stone, Seth, is even like, hey, I am really sorry about that. And she's like, no, you didn't actually do anything, and that's fine. And, you know, thank you for listening when I said no. And I mean, apologies! Yay! Because, again, that's something you don't see in movies very often, is a heartfelt apology. Where it isn't like, hey, man, I'm sorry I punched you in the face, but you were being a dick. It's like, that's not an apology. An apology is going, hey, I am sorry that I punched you in the face. I was completely in the wrong. And, you know, I understand if you're angry at me. That is something that is important. Like, the whole movie just had really good morals to it. And another really good tiny lesson that they kind of slipped in there was whenever McLovin, I have no idea what the kid's name was. I'm horrible with names, but I'm calling him McLovin, because why the hell wouldn't I? But he's hanging out with the cops. Yeah, it's interesting. That whole section would take a little too long to explain. But he's hanging out with some cops, and they go to a bar, and they're all getting drunk, and McLovin's kind of like, so, which of these lovely ladies should I take home? And Seth Rogen, who I believe actually directed this, he's one of the cops there, and he just kind of looks at me and is like, no, this is the wrong place to be looking for love. And oh my god, that is a lesson that needs drilled into everybody's heads. Don't look for love in a bar. Everybody there is drunk and probably already in a bad relationship, or coming out of a bad relationship, or wanting to just get into a bad relationship. Don't do it. You want a good, meaningful relationship. Like he said, you go do yoga, you go to a gym, you go to a bookstore, you go do something that you like. And you'll find somebody else that likes that. Because who goes to a bar for love anyways? Just no, it's not a good situation. And aside from the really awesome morals that this movie tries to sneak in, which, spoilers, nobody has sex. Like, I think McLovin gets, but there's no sex in it, which is awesome, because you have all these movies like American Pie where it's like, that's the end goal. It's like, I don't care what I have to do. I'm banging a chick before graduation, because apparently being a virgin is like the worst thing in the world to Hollywood. I don't know. I have no problem being a virgin for a long time. But, like, aside from the awesome morals and all of that that's put in, some of my other favorite scenes were McLovin and the two cops light a cop car on fire, and I almost cried because it was so beautiful. Like, they actually got cops right. Like, these guys, they are portrayed as morons through the whole thing. But at the end, it's like, no, dude, we knew, but, you know, we wanted to show you a good time. And it's like, they're caring. They didn't just pull out a gun and shoot you because. And it's like, I'm sorry if it comes across like I hate cops. I do. I hate cops. And I know that's going to come as a big shock to a few people, and to everybody else, it's going to be like, yeah. And it's like, if you're not white, male, and incredibly rich, cops don't like you. I don't think cops like themselves half the time. But anyways, they light a cop car on fire, and it was beautiful. And the other scene that I absolutely loved was actually as the credits were rolling. Oh my god! Penis art everywhere! It was beautiful. Like, that was really well drawn. And, like, that's supposed to be one of the things that Seth was like, oh yeah, it was so traumatizing. I used to draw dicks on everything. And it freaked out the girl that you like whenever we were in school together. And it's like, okay, I realized that you guys were in, like, what was that? 7th grade, something like that. I'm looking at my notes, by the way, I'm sorry. What grade did he say that was? I didn't write that down. But, like, the girl sees that he's drawing penises on everything, and she freaks the fuck out. And it's like, it's a penis. It's what kids do. They draw dicks on everything. Like, I'm 32, and sometimes I'll still draw dicks on everything because I can. And I mean, it's just a dick. What does it matter? I mean, the Statue of David has a very nice, kind of small dick on it. You wouldn't cover that up, although I'm sure people have. It was just funny to me that he got in so much trouble for that. And, like, the credits are rolling and it's just dicks in space, a giant penis coming up underneath a boat, in, like, Jaws, and it was hilarious, and I loved it. Like, does the movie make my top 10? No. Would I watch it again? Yes. It was a good movie. It's a little slow-paced at the beginning, but it starts to pick up, and overall, it's just a really good lesson disguised as a movie. It's awkward. Like, oh my god, the whole movie is just so awkward. But it's high school! And other than pure downright torture, what was high school? Awkward. And also, Hollywood, maybe it was me. Maybe it was me, but how many teenagers are going out and getting wasted like that every weekend? Like, that's Hollywood's, like, #1 thing. It's like, oh, you're a high schooler whose parents are out of town for the weekend. Party! We're gonna get drunk! And it's like, hey, my parents are out of town for the weekend. I'm going to watch TV in the living room instead of in my bedroom. It's like, again, maybe it was me. Maybe it was me. But anyways, Superbad. Super good. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button. If you really liked it and you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Anyways, I love you guys. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.